Hey everybody, Pastor Chad here. Just wanted to continue our conversation on social media and just using it and helping your students to just grow and use it in a really healthy way. So a couple things that we just wanted to talk about. First, the reality is social media is here. It's a really good thing. It's a great way to connect with friends and family and to just build relationships and things like that. But with it, just like anything else, oftentimes there's an unhealthy side to it. And so we just want to make sure that those that are using it are able to do so in a healthy way, where they're able to build healthy relationships and not get into things that maybe could be destructive or damaging or dangerous. Any social media that your student is on, I just think it would be a really good idea for you as parents to also be on that media as well, and to be involved and get to know it. Whenever you're using it for yourself, you're able to understand kind of how the websites work, the ins and outs of it, kind of the health and the danger of it. And I think that's just really a great way to be able to coach and teach your students, your children, on how to use social media in a wise way. I'm going to have Cody Warner, our resident technology expert, just share some methods of how to make sure that privacy settings are that those things are set up for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and those kind of things, so that some outside people may not have access to what your children are posting. And also, if you have any questions following this video that you'd like to ask us about, we're more than willing to help and to discuss that with you. And we just want to be a resource as you work with your children and help them along in the process of leading social media. I just encourage you to look at social media not as necessarily a bad thing, but just as an opportunity to teach and train your child, your student, on how to use it in a healthy way. There's also a really awesome opportunity for you as parents, for myself as a youth pastor, for our youth leaders, to model what this looks like to use social media in a healthy way, and to be able to share God's love with other people, to be an encouragement to others, to interact with one another. And we can really model that on how to use it in a healthy way. And I think that's a unique opportunity for you as parents to do. And hopefully it'll also even open up some conversations in how you can use it better.
All right, so I just want to take a moment to show you how to update the privacy settings in Instagram for who gets to see your pictures when you share them. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right into Instagram by touching the Instagram icon, and then that'll probably bring you to your kind of news feed here, or the Instagram stream, which shows you all your friends' pictures. And once you're in there, you can go down here to the bottom right hand corner, click on your profile button, which will bring up your profile and all the pictures that you've posted. And then once you're in here, you actually click on edit your profile, and that will bring up your name and any of that information that you want to put in. But down at the bottom here, you'll see photos are private, and if you turn that on, then what that's going to do is make sure that only people who you've allowed to see your photos can see your photos. And this is great for students. Then they can allow friends to see their photos when their friend requests to follow them. But then if there's anybody who would maybe be dangerous on social media, or anybody who you wouldn't want seeing photos of your kids, then you can make sure that they at least have control about that. So conversation is still the best way to get this done, but this is a great step on how to make your photos private and make sure that only people who you want to see your pictures are seeing them. So I should also take a moment just to mention that if you have had your photos on Instagram set as public for a while, so say you've had an account for a while and you're just switching over to private photos now, what's going to happen is people who have already followed you, they're not going to be kicked off once you switch to private. So that's a good thing, because most of your friends, most of the people who follow you are hopefully your friends. But for your student, if you get to a point where you want to switch to private and you want to make sure that nobody's following you who you don't know, what you'll do is you'll open the Instagram app, you'll go again back to profile, and then That'll profile will bring you to this page. Then you can go right up here and click on where it says followers. And then this will show you a list of all of your followers, and it actually shows you who you're following of them. But sometimes you get people following you who you don't know. Actually, just someone followed me today who I don't know, and so this is probably like a spam profile actually, because as you can see, they don't have any photos. They have 77 followers somehow, and they're following 2,188 people. So if I don't want this person to be following me, and in this case I don't, because I don't want her to be putting spam comments on my pictures, then what I can do is I can just click right here on this arrow up top and hit block user, and then it'll ask, yes, I'm sure, and then you're done. So that is how you would then go through and delete anybody who you didn't want to be able to see your pictures anymore. Okay, so I wanted to take just a quick moment to go ahead and show you a little bit about privacy settings on Facebook. So what you're going to do is go to facebook.com, and then whatever account you're logged into, it'll probably come up on your news feed. And from here, you can do this a couple ways, but the way that I'm going to show you is you click on this gear button, and then you go down to privacy settings. And in privacy settings, it's pretty straightforward. The first thing here is who can see my stuff, who can see future posts. You want to make sure that that's set to friends only. It also gives you this option to review posts. You can just let that go for now, or you can explore it yourself if you want. But something that is very helpful is right here, limit the audience for posts you've shared with friends or public. And if you click here on limit past posts, and then you click on limit old posts, it will go ahead and limit all of your past posts that you might have accidentally shared as public, or that your kids might have accidentally shared as public. It will limit them to friends only. So a case where this is really evident is if a stranger clicks on my Facebook profile, and they'll see my profile picture, and that will actually they can click through all of my past profile pictures, because in the past profile pictures have been set to public. So they can basically see all 60 or 80 of my past profile pictures, which is something that you might want to limit. So this is an easy way to just go and limit all of those from strangers. Then after that, who can look me up? Everyone, using email address or phone number. I keep that set to everyone because I want people to be able to find me, but that could be something that you'd want to limit. And then also, do you want search engines to link to your timeline? So that's like if someone's searching for my name, Cody Warner, in Google, it will pop up. Since I have it turned on, it'll pop up in Google that this is my Facebook profile. So those are the main settings. That the one really powerful tool is limit past posts. I'll just show you really quickly though what I meant. If a stranger comes upon my profile and and they're not friends with me, this tool that I just clicked on here, which was view as, basically shows you up here. You see this is what your timeline looks like to the public. So if someone comes to my profile and they're not friends with me, they're able to click on my profile pictures and then actually click through all of my profile pictures. So like I said, you could use that limit past post tool to hide all of these, or another way to do it is actually to go here to each individual profile picture and hit edit, and then you can actually change this setting here. You see here it says public, so I can change that to friends only, and then hit done editing. That would be a way to just do that individually, to hide those individually. So you see here they're also able to see all of my cover photos, and then some of like the music that I've liked, and some photos that I've made public, and that sort of thing. So again, using that limit past posts right up here in so you click the gear, you go down to privacy settings, and then limit past posts. That's a way to just kind of in one fell swoop take all that stuff away and make sure that no strangers can see you or your kids' photos or posts or anything like that. All right, and then I just want to show you with Twitter how to control some of your privacy settings on Twitter, or help your kids control their privacy settings. So again, just open up your browser, go to Twitter, and then I should be logged in. You might have to log in to your account or to your kid's account or whatever, but this is my Twitter feed and whatever. And again, you just go up here, you click on the gear at the very top, and there it will give you the option here for settings. Go to settings, and actually right here in account is where you're able to change most of your privacy settings. One of them would be location. If you want to change it so that it would never add a location, it can basically add like coordinates if you're tweeting from a phone, or even actually just tweeting from your computer. It might say like in Mechanicsburg, PA, or whatever. So you can take that off. You can also delete all the location information from your previous tweets. Then if you go down here to tweet privacy, I'll just read this. If selected, only those you approve will receive your tweets, and your future tweets will not be available publicly, but tweets posted previously may still be publicly visible in some places. Chad and I had a quick conversation about this. Basically, just because of how we use Twitter, we don't normally put anything personal or too revealing on Twitter. It's more just like for facts and news and quirky, fun things to share with people, or ideas that we think would somehow benefit the world, maybe Bible verses. So we want all that stuff to be public. So I keep, I don't check this protect my tweets button, but you could do it. You could also click learn more if you want to hear more about what it has to say. But basically, where this becomes an issue is, like, say I'm using Instagram and my photos are private on Instagram, but then I connect my Instagram to my Twitter, and then I post an Instagram picture and share it to Twitter, then obviously all of the world would be able to see that picture. So again, it'd be great to just have a conversation about what your kids are tweeting if they're using Twitter, and then even better yet would just be to follow them and have them follow you, so that it can be a conversation starter at the dinner table. If you see something interesting that they tweeted about, you can talk about it. But it would also help in case you ever, if you saw that maybe they started tweeting more personal info than you had wanted them to, you could ask them not to do that, or whatever. So yeah, I keep my tweets public. So does Chad. But this is an easy way to just make tweets private, so only the people who your kids or you have allowed to see your tweets would be allowed to. This is a way to do that in case you want to. So you'd check the box, and then you'd hit save changes if you wanted to make that change.
To be a part of it, and also, hold on, I just lost my train of thought.
No problem.
I don't know if you could flip like that section first.
Okay.
Or if you just want me to redo the whole thing.
No, I can put that section first.
Yeah.
Which section first? There's the settings button, so you can tap that. And then, once you're in there, you go down here to preferences, and in your share settings, you're able to not go into that. That's not where you want to go. In your